Hey everyone, and welcome to our 5 Questions podcast. In this series, we'll be asking fellow First Nations writers questions about themselves to get to know them a little bit better, and also get a chance to explore their creative minds and what makes them tick. My name is Kimmy Lovegrove. I'm a proud Ngarrindjeri woman from South Australia living in Newnham. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the Boonwurrung people of which I live, and also pay my respect to their neighbours, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation of which I work and play. In today's episode, we'll be hearing from Adam Lees.
Hi, I'm Adam Lees.
We hope you enjoy, and don't forget to check out the other episodes in the series too. What do you do outside of your creative practice?
Outside of my creative practice, I have a really busy day job which occupies a whole lot of my time, which is why my creative outlet and my creative space is so important to me. It keeps me energised and keeps my cup full during the busyness of my days and my weeks.
What inspires you to create and why?
I'm a naturally creative person, so it's not a choice for me to switch on whether I'm creative or not. It's just part of who I am. So I'm just inspired by so many things around me on a daily basis. Sometimes from, just waking up, I have this magnificent view of Newnham and the Brisbane River. I see lots of things that automatically inspire me, even through my day. So my mind's constantly ticking over of how I can be creative, either through my words at work or through seeing things that, inspire me. And I sort of keep in my little memory bank around how I can sort of pick up and use that moment to create something lasting and inspiring to others.
What is the main issue troubling you in the world today?
The main issue troubling me in the world today, it'd be too lazy to say climate change, conflict. For me, I think the last 2 years, and I'm sure for others, have been very difficult. The thing troubling me in the world today is my disconnection from other people and the loneliness that I feel, and I know that others feel the same. I fear that we are losing our relationships and our connection to one another, that we don't understand each other in the way that we used to before COVID. It's a struggle to try and get that back. And I think there is a pandemic of loneliness, and we're all seeking that connection with each other. And I think from having that connection, so many important things come. Our understandings of each other, our situations, our environment, and our sort of purpose and our role in creating a broader change.
What is the one thing you wish the broader society understood when it comes to First Nations culture and ideas?
I wish the Australian people and other Aboriginal people would understand more about Torres Strait Islanders. As a person of both Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander descent, I feel that Torres Strait Islander people and their issues are often overlooked, not understood, or considered important in the national debate. We're often eclipsed and marginalised, or our issues are subsumed by the broader Indigenous debate. But we have a very rich history and a very rich culture, and our contribution to Australia has taken many forms, most notably through the Mabo High Court decision. But there's so many elements about Torres Strait Islander history and culture that deserves its own attention, and sadly, it's not often received. So that's my wish.
What inspires you?
My mum inspires me, and I know that's an easy go-to, but I think of the struggles that my mother endured in her early life, her removal from her mother, her removal and separation from siblings, and the resilience that came through as a result of that. And I'm a product of that legacy, and I just marvel and am so inspired by the way my mum has soldiered on, has carried that trauma, and continues to contribute to society and community in so many positive ways. She's 74 and she still works, and she runs a boutique or a very small Indigenous aged care facility in Mount Isa in northwest Queensland. And the fact that she's still doing that and she loves what she does, and she's older than a lot of the residents, I think is just legendary, and she gives me my inspiration.
This episode was brought to you by the Blak Bright Festival. Thank you for listening.